Catch a vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
And we are going to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to another episode of Catch a Vibe. I am Big Hass right here on Pulse 95 Radio. Catch a Vibe is actually Pulse's first and only music-dedicated radio show. In it, we humanize the artists, the musicians, the singers, the songwriters. We give them a platform, of course. You get to hear them sing, but most importantly, we get to know them as human beings. I want to shout out all the artists, everybody that was on the platform. Thank you so much for really blessing me and just having so many dope, incredible, deep conversations. It's been an honor. Now, today is one of those days that you've heard me say before is special. Why? Because I'm not really familiar with the artist as a human. And this is why this sit down is really important, because in the next 40 minutes or so, we're going to get to know him. And for me, this is like a big highlight because I don't know a lot of things about him. All I know is a couple of records. We played his record on the radio. It's a mystery. So that mystery for me really, gets to me. Of course, I want to shout out to my brother Ali from Pulse 95 Radio. He introduced me more about this artist. So shout out to you, Ali. So our artist is an Emirati Singer songwriter. Shout out to that. His musical journey began with the simple joy of playing his favorite hits on the guitar, which is also something it's cool to talk about. But his passion for music drove him towards originality, which again is another sector that we like to talk about, is original music. And we play a couple of his records right here on the radio that are original. His name is Zarooni. Shout out to him. And he has a really, really, I would say really unique kind of style. But again, I will get to know him more throughout this interview. We're going to say Assalamu alaikum, Zarooni. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Big Hass. Thank you for having me.
My brother, thank you so much for being on. I think first question is first, which is, we talk about, obviously you started playing, music on the guitar, the hits, but I want to go even before that. What was it about music that attracted, a kid like you? What was it about music? Was it a certain artist? Was it a certain kind of concert you attended? Tell me about that story.
I think, first of all, I've come from a very musically inclined family.
Nice.
Yeah, so from my mom's side, there's a lot of music. And there's a lot of vocalists in my mom's side. My mom's side, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of singers. And I think that's one part of it. The second part of it would be that just influence, people introducing me to different music when I was younger. And I just got into that whole vibe when I was quite a young boy.
When we're speaking young, like how old?
I think in 12, 13, 14 onwards.
Okay.
Is when I got into the music that I listen to now, which has evolved, of course.
So what's the sort of music? Is it mainly English music, or what? Like, what's the sort of music? Like what? Give me some artists.
So influenced by a lot of British rock music. So that you have the Coldplays and the Verves, the Oasis of the time back then. Yeah, but so that was my main influence growing up. But now, coming up with times, it's evolved.
Evolving.
And a lot of changes have happened when it comes to music and what I listen to.
Super cool. Okay, so the story with you, and obviously music started off as that. I want to dig deeper into that, if you don't mind. What was it about, what the rock artist that you're listening to that attracted you? For example, in my case, when I started listening to hip-hop, for example, I got attracted to the whole, stand up to what you believe in. It was like the whole anger thing. Yeah. I attracted to that. What was it about, the messages you heard that attracted you?
I think it was the rock and roll, the sound of the guitar, the energy, the sound that it brought, and the feeling that I have, and the impact it had in me.
Nice.
I think it was completely natural when it came to rock music. I did try to like rap and R&B, and I do now, but back in the day, it was difficult to get into that kind of music. Okay. So rock connected with me instantly.
Big time. I love rock as well. Like, I used to listen to people like Stained and Nickelback. Okay, so 12, 13 years old, you got into this sort of music. When did you realize that, hey, I want to start singing, picking up the guitar? What's the story there?
So I came in high school.
Okay.
When I was 16, 17.
Okay.
And I think one of my friends close friend said, let's go play the guitar. And I was like, okay. And we went for classes. It lasted for me for a week.
Okay.
But then I had the, I think, natural ability to pick up chords very fast.
Wow.
And that's...
so wait, sorry to cut you off. Did you start playing the guitar before singing?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I was just playing the guitar.
Okay.
Singing never occurred to me at all. It was just playing rhythm, playing a few covers back then, and enjoying the musical aspect of it. Singing never came to my head.
So that's the cool thing. How did singing like come about?
That's a good question. So me and I would say my close friend, very close friend.
Okay.
You know,
shout out to him.
Call him the Invisible Man.
Okay, the Invisible Man. Shout out to him.
Very important figure.
We'll give him a round of applause right here. Okay.
So we started after, so you know, listening to Oasis, Coldplay, Verve, whatever it was. We started picking up the guitar, started playing. You know, we got into the whole vibe of, you know, let's just jam and play music.
Okay.
And for a while, I played chords. He was singing for a bit.
Okay.
And I thought, you know what? I think maybe I should give it a try.
Oh, wow.
Literally was like this. So
Okay.
I went and I was like, listen, let me try to sing a few lines.
Okay.
And believe it or not, just worked like that.
That's insane.
That's exactly how it worked. It's like, okay, can I sing a few lines? You're like, yeah, okay, you sound better. Let's just start playing music.
That's crazy. So far, I'm trying. There is definitely a sense of peace about you. It seems that you're at peace with yourself. You picked up the guitar, we played the guitar. Then hey, your friend was singing. Like, let me try singing. It was that. So if someone would play like this song for you, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What? Any memories?
Of course. The amount of times I've played this cover, I practiced this song.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is like one of the most important kind of riffs, I'd say, like ever in history.
100%.
Right?
And if you hear my second single, it's the
Sing
same
along.
start.
Today is gonna be the day
Tell
that
him.
they're gonna throw it back to you.
Zarooni on 95, man.
By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
Tell him.
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
What is it about this record? And hey, with the drop right now, there's something with the drop, right? Like, this is iconic, right?
Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out.
100%.
I always notice the bass.
Yeah.
Always.
So this is interesting. So that's kind of real music when you talk about that. I've hosted a couple of bassists right here.
Yeah.
And one thing they always tell me is, Hus, like, first of all, thank you. Like, no one wants to interview the bassist. No one understands what the bassist does. And they don't even think we're on stage sometimes. But as a musician yourself, how important are a bass in a band?
I'm telling you, Big Hass, when I listen to music, I'm doing this.
Crazy, right?
And this. I don't do this I'm playing the air bass or the air drums.
That's insane.
For me,
I guess this is something that only musicians maybe more will understand, because as fans, seriously, so many fans don't even understand what the bassists do.
Oh man, that's the bass for me is
the essence.
100%.
Oh man, that's crazy. Having a great conversation really with Zarooni, and we definitely want to talk about you know, the artist's name. His name is Mohammed as Zarooni, you know, aka Zarooni, and we'll talk more about that. But listen, I got a special thing I got to play for you, which is this. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Everything in Life, which is Zarooni's first ever single. Let's play the full version, and then I'm going to be right back to talk more about what it meant. But how does it feel to have this record on the radio right now?
Oh, it feels great.
Right? So let's play a little bit of this Everything in Life right here, ladies and gentlemen. I have with me Emirati Singer, Songwriter, Zarooni. Do not go anywhere. Keep it locked right here on Pulse 95 Radio. Catch a vibe.
See all our pretty pictures at Pulse 95 Radio on Instagram. Text us anytime. 4215.
Pulse 95.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass. Only on Pulse Pulse 95.
Only on Pulse 95 Radio. Big Hasra here, ladies and gentlemen. Catch a Vibe airs every Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Hopefully, wherever you are, that you're well. And man, oh man, I got Emirati Singer, Songwriter, Mohammed Zarooni, or aka Zarooni. Obviously, we're just trying to get to know him. We just heard, obviously, his first ever record. Really, really cool. It's called Everything in Life. Zarooni, again, thank you so much for your time. I gotta ask you, so obviously we got to know about the fact that you started at 17, 18 or high school.
Yeah.
When was the choice or the decision, hey, I want to become an artist, hence why I want to pick an artist name? When was that journey? When did that journey start?
A little under a year ago.
Nice.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. So I gotta ask you, was there a spark? Because you've been playing guitar for a long time.
Yeah.
What was the spark for you to become an artist?
100% there was a spark.
What is it?
So it was actually a friend of mine a while ago from school.
Okay. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Rami Jarade, man. Shout out to Rami Jarade.
Rami Jarade. Hey, you got a shout out on the radio. Why shout out to him? What did he do?
I'll tell you what he did. So I started putting covers on Instagram since 2020.
Nice.
Just me singing covers.
Okay.
Felt comfortable. And then, so Rami is in LA now. And
nice.
So he's a songwriter and he's a producer.
Oh, wow.
So he produces music for a lot of artists over there.
Okay.
And he used to follow me on Instagram, obviously.
Okay.
Like, listen, bro,
But he was your high school friend or something?
He was, no, before high school.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
From grade 3, 4, or 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, listen, man, let's bring old times back and let's do something together.
Amazing.
And I was like, listen.
So it was him. He initiated.
He flipped that switch.
Cool. Okay.
This was in May or April.
Last year.
It's funny. He has that text where he says, let's do something together. And I was like, I can't do it, man. And he sent me that like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
After recording all that music.
Yeah, and a couple of records playing on the radio.
Yeah.
I saw that it got played internationally as well, somewhere in London.
Today, yeah. And
Which
somewhere
amazing.
in the UK, which is the funniest thing ever.
Amazing. See, that's incredible, man. Yeah. Okay.
So he's like, let's do something together. And for the longest time, I had issues doing lyrics.
Okay.
It's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
I was always
when you say issues, like as a songwriter, you mean?
Writing lyrics.
Okay.
I'm a melody tune kind of guy.
Okay.
I come up with a melody, but when it comes to lyrics, I was always like, oh, I can't do this.
Got you.
So he's like, listen, let's do this. So I was like, okay, I don't have anything, but let's see. A few weeks later, after he told me that, I had written, he reached out to me again. I think I put another cover out on Instagram. He's like, let's do something, man. I was like, you know what? I do have something. I have a melody. He's like, you know what? Let me teach you. I was like, okay. I gave him the tune. He put some lyrics down. I worked with him. He's like, let me produce a demo for you. All you have to do is put the vocals on.
Okay.
I was like, great.
Cool.
He gave me the demo and I was blown away. I was like, he's done something I wrote.
In a song. That felt good. That felt good for you.
Felt amazing. And he's like, just put your vocals into it. And this is where the turning point, my second turning point happened. So I was thinking, okay, I go to studios in Dubai or whatever, and I'll do it. But so I told you I have family members who are into music.
Yeah.
So my uncle resides in London.
Okay.
And I didn't want to go to the studios alone without some guidance, because I'm not really a vocalist that much. So
got you.
I call him like, listen, do you know any studio? If I come there, do you know anyone? He's like, yeah, I know this guy. He's in North London. That's where my mom's side is from.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So I figured out, let me fly in over there, spend 8 hours in the studio doing my vocals, and go home.
Okay.
And that was the turning point. When I went to the studios in London,
wow,
I met a gentleman called Paul Miles.
Miles.
He's my sound engineer / producer / instrumentalist. He is the GOAT for me.
Wow.
So anything you hear in my record, it's done with his sound.
Shout out Paul Miles again. That's amazing. So what was it about Paul? I mean, in that city, it was the first time you guys meet, I guess, right?
I met him. I did my vocals, and we just instantly connected.
Kind of hit it off musically like that.
I just put my vocals on. Had one day 9 hours, and I thought I need to do this again.
What was the song that you put up?
So this song is the trigger song, but does not make my album. because my sound has changed and evolved since that. Everything was evolved very quickly.
Crazy.
It was just, I think I'm lucky, or it's just fallen down to me very fast.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like with you, it's like that. It is what it is. Okay.
So that song was recorded, but after that song, I got into this flow of songwriting.
Wow.
I wrote my second track.
Yeah.
Third track, fourth track, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, in between all of this.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's focus, before we hear you play, let's focus a little bit about songwriting.
Yeah.
So you said something interesting. You said that I wasn't confident, I didn't know how to songwrite. What do you think was it that it was a flow afterwards that helped you write? Is it like the combination between Paul and Rami? Kind of, what was it? Is it you opened a new kind of realm in your heart?
Yeah. I think it was before Paul. I think it was structuring a song.
Okay.
It was structuring what comes, how to do it, how to put lyrics, even if it's gibberish, into a melody, and then figure them out later.
Okay.
So I started
So it was technically you had a challenge at that.
Yes.
Okay.
And then after that first experience,
because Zarooni, for me, there's singers and songwriters. And there's songwriters only.
Yes.
So for me, it's a big profession. Songwriters, like you, it's a big deal. There are people like Whitney Houston, like she's a singer, like she's not a songwriter. No. John Legend is a songwriter, for example. So it's interesting. Before we hear you play, what is the sort of kind of topics you like to talk about? Like what's the songwriting like for you? What are the kind of emotions you want us to feel?
My music is all about storytelling.
Okay.
It's complete storytelling
of
my emotions and relatable experiences that others go through. So I put it into a story, almost in a cinematic.
I like that. It should be in a movie. Your songs.
I've heard that from a lot of people, by the way.
Yeah.
So that is where my passion is, for the music, the lyrics, and the storytelling to captivate and get an impact on the audience. So I want them to, when they listen to a music, to feel it and see how their mood changes, whether it's toxic, whether it's bubbly, whether it's happy. That's the impact that I would like to make. Yeah.
Super cool. Zarooni, obviously it's your family name, Zarooni, right? Hamid Zarooni. Was it a tough decision for you to choose that as an artist name, or was it easy? Was it clear for you?
It was very clear. I tried to come up with another one, but it was so clear that, and this is what people call me. So I was
Zarooni. What up, Zarooni?
Let me stick to this. It's the most natural thing. Yeah.
I agree. I think there's also we're going to talk about that later, but I would like to see how the family reacted to this, being from the UAE and all, and it will be just interesting to see.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to grab your guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us, obviously Mohammed Zarooni, aka Zarooni. He is available on YouTube and all, Zarooni. Check him out. We played a couple of records for him on the radio. This hour has 48 minutes, is on the playlist right here, which is fantastic. Super glad to have him. And shout out to my brother Ali Husseini again. I found a message from you later on Instagram. I'm so sorry I didn't reply to that. But it was Ali that kind of like, hey, there's this artist. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then we connected. So shout out to him. What can you perform for us right now?
I'll play my third single that's gonna come out soon.
Oh, what is it called?
It's called Now and Never.
Now and Never.
Not or never. Now and Never.
Now and Never. Okay. I have a lot of questions about you. You said you have a lot of songs and album and all that. So obviously there's only 2 official records out for you.
Yes, so far.
So that's also interesting how you're not putting out an album, because obviously that's not the right move, and I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's the song called? Now and Never? Now and Never.
Now and Never.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have Zarooni in the studios of Pulse 95 Radio. Whenever you're ready, my brother, take it away.
Caught me in a daze, I was wandering away. Only you know, no one's around, on a roundabout. Only you know, You know it's now and never, all the time. Now and never, all the time. Give me control. Give me control.
Okay.
Looking like the night, I wanna make this right. Do you love me? Do you love me? Feeling the loss. Are you in or are you not? Oh, I love you.
Okay.
Oh, I love you. It's now and never, all the time. Now or never, all the time. Give me control. Give me control.
Okay. Hey. Yo. Okay. Okay, Zarooni. Okay, that was calming. That's the word. That was like, it felt like home.
Did it?
Yeah.
Because the original track is totally not different, but it has a dreamy, rocky, punky vibe.
I mean, for me, obviously, the first time I'm hearing it, it's I don't know. You have this is why I love Catch a Vibe, because for me, I'm not able to. I'm still getting to know you, right?
Yeah.
I'm still getting to know the vibe. I'm getting to know like the energy. And when it comes to, what would you say the type of music that you do? What is it like? It's like
I'll tell you.
What is it?
It's indie rock.
Indie rock.
But it's also modern rock.
Indie, yeah, okay.
There's some electro elements to
Yes,
it. There's a lot of emphasis on keys.
Yes.
So I'm heavily influenced right now by a lot of bands or artists like The Weeknd.
Oof.
Now it's totally not there, but his synths and his cinematic universe is something that has inspired some of my album and music.
100%.
So and there's a band called Air.
I know Air.
Now they are huge. I have a huge influence from that sound that I've brought into my music as well.
But Zarooni, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you're just in this journey for a year or so right now, and you're still and you're still gonna evolve, and this is crazy. And you have like songs, he has an album ready, but this is crazy. What is this? This hour has 48 minutes. I mean, we're gonna play this right now, but can you tell me what the song is about?
This question, I've been asked about the title, about the song.
Yeah, it's like 48 minutes. Why? What's happening? Ooh.
So I'll put it simply for you. Big House.
Tell me.
It's about life is short. Make total use of it, but just remember that no one really cares.
Oof.
That's what it means.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
now this puts song in a different perspective for me.
I know.
But see, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear the full version right now. There's something homey about his voice, his vibe. It's calming. He's not trying too hard. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not trying too hard.
No, I know my limits. That's why.
No, I mean, okay. Maybe you can take it like that. But but that for me, a lot of people take time to reach that level. Yeah. So for me, maybe you know your limits, or maybe you know what you can do or you can do. I get that. But for me, there's something welcoming. So if I'm watching you for the first time, if I'm an open mic and I hear this, I'm like, okay, you're not trying to push too hard. You're not trying, and that for me is a really great sign, you know. So that's incredible. So let's hear the full version, ladies and gentlemen. This hour has 48 minutes by Emirati Singer Songwriter Zarooni, and we are going to be right back. Keep a look right here on Pulse 95 Radio. Catch a Vibe.
Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Only on Pulse 95 Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Catch a Vibe airs every Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. And, you know, usually I'm with a musician, singer, songwriter, music enthusiast. Today I'm with Emirati Singer Songwriter. His name is Mohammed Zarooni, a.k.a. Zarooni. And what's cool about him is that, first of all, so this is, again, why I like Catch a Vibe. What I learned about our guest today, right? Because the first time we meet, I learned about him that he has peace within him, right? He is patient. Number 3, it's like he's not trying too hard, and I think that is not a negative thing all the time in terms of like he's hungry, but he knows what he wants, and I think that is really amazing. Again, I'm not being a psychologist here, but seriously, that's what I got to know. Am I right there?
You're absolutely right.
Okay. And by the way, shout out to the people that were on your side throughout your journey. You mentioned like a couple of people, obviously that were by your side, or 3 maybe, that were always there, and they came in, subhanAllah, around, God sent to help you find your calling in a way, right?
100%.
That's very exciting. I gotta talk about family, and if you can get closer to my perfect. I gotta talk about family, and obviously you said that you come from a musical inclined family.
Yeah.
So when they found out that you really want to do this as a career, and you want to do this, you want to get into music.
Yeah.
What was the first reaction?
No, they're pretty chilled out about it.
Okay.
Because I think from one side they're very used to it. I don't think they expected me to take it or that seriously.
This far.
But they have no issues with it. They're actually like, okay, this guy can actually do something.
Alhamdulillah. I mean, that's really good. If someone would ask you, obviously it's been a year or so, what has been like the most challenging aspect out of all of this? What would be the answer?
I'll tell you. So, working in the studios with your own songs, it's an unbelievable place because the amount of different versions of one song you can get, and then settling in for one is probably the most challenging bit.
So that gives me another question: is like, are you a perfectionist?
I know what I'm more of a guy that knows what he wants and where the vision should go. Now, I'm very open to creative input, but only from a few people.
Great, I got it. No, because I asked that because if you're going to sit in the studio and work on one song and keep working on it, this song is always going to be evolving.
100%.
You have to make the decision.
Yes.
To be like, okay, I'm done with this right now. Let's go to the next. Because, I've had my share of discussion with this. And for me, there's a guy called Hamza Housawi, who's one of my favorite voices in the universe. And he's been suffering from this procrastination situation, in my opinion. He has a beautiful, beautiful voice, but he's a perfectionist. He wants to release always when it's the best, when it's mixed and mastered the best way. I'm like, bro, there's nothing perfect. Al-Kamalu Lillah, only perfection is for Allah. But yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it. Couple of times you said album. I want to know more about this album. How many songs is this album?
Sure.
Obviously, we've seen a couple of records out released. But tell me more about this album. Does it have a name?
It does not have a name yet.
Okay, no name yet.
But I've completed 11 tracks.
11 tracks.
Yep.
Respect. That's big. All written by you?
All written by me,
Okay.
and also, of course, myself and the Invisible Man.
Okay, cool.
Together.
Okay, amazing. Okay.
He comes from everything, the lyrics.
Okay.
And then we have a vision together. I
Amazing.
write the song in the beginning, and then
Well, where is this Invisible Man? Is he here or he's?
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Okay. That's amazing. I love that. A little mystery. Okay. So tell me about the album. Obviously, you've released a couple of records, right? Tell me more about the album.
Oh, it's very storytelling.
Okay.
It has a gradual movement towards from not light, I would say light, fun, bubbly, into the deep, not dark, deep, some spooky, some dark elements, and then it gets heavier.
Great. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What does it mean when it gets heavier? Because for me, when I'm listening to your songs, they're not really light.
Oh.
No, when I say light, meaning light for me is a Taylor Swift record.
Oh, okay.
You know, for me, so it's a bit. This is still like the storytelling that you're saying.
Yeah, it's. I think it's musically and lyrically, it kind of changes if the vision I have of my album, when you listen to it from song 1 to song 11,
okay. You have that.
By song 11,
oh,
it's a big ending.
So like a journey.
100% is a journey in my head.
Wow. Are you okay? Are you nervous to put it out?
Not at all.
Okay.
I just with not at all. I'm looking forward to it. I wish I can put out as an album, but what I've learned is that I don't think nowadays people do listen to albums.
They don't.
I listen to albums.
Yes,
I love it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get a lot of my songs will get.
It's gonna get lost.
Exactly.
I agree. I sadly agree. Sadly, I say this. I gotta ask this, and and I think it's really important. Visually, you're not there. As like the both records, there's no video clips, right?
Third one will have a
video clip.
Yeah.
Great. The reason why I'm saying that is that do you think that visual plays a role in all of this?
It's funny, I asked that question myself to people, and it still does have a role, apparently.
It does.
Yeah, I think people still want to see something with the song. So I'm going to try that out.
Okay. The third song that you did for us earlier.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And that's going to have a video.
It's going to have a different kind of video.
Okay, cool. So when we talk about release plan and all that, can you tell us anything at all since you're on the radio?
Yeah, sure. So I plan to release songs every 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow. Every 6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah.
A song is out.
I'm going to drip feed all platforms.
Cool.
With my music, yeah.
I love that. Okay, cool. Before we take a break, because I want to ask you a couple of questions. Where did you get that piece of? It seems of was it like is it the way you were? Obviously, your upbringing. Is it? What did you study
I study psychology.
Haha, Tal.
This
is why
I'm an HR professional.
You are HR professional.
I do have a day job.
Really?
So
you do HR.
I'm a senior HR professional.
Yeah, salam alaik. Okay, this is now we're talking. Okay, so I think, in my opinion, that is really why. Subhanallah, I don't even know. That is why you're so good with, like, just. It's so good to hear you when you're playing, when you're singing. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, really interesting. What does music mean to you at this point? And I say that, and I want an honest kind of reply from you, meaning, since you have a day job and since you rely obviously financially on that, and music, you're still making your way.
Absolutely.
Is music gonna reach a level where you're gonna quit everything and do music?
That would be the dream.
Really?
That would be the dream.
Wow.
It's my passion.
Wow.
Music is all about how much impact it has on people, how you feel it, and storytelling.
Amazing, man. See, I love that. Imagine him, like, obviously now 5-10 years from now, reaching that dream and looking back at this interview. You never know. But I think, look, it's a good dream to have. But you have obviously you're passionate about HRing. No, I think it is what you're doing right now.
I'm good with people.
Yeah.
So let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So I have to recognize my skill set. It's not just maybe songwriting. It's also what I am doing in my professional life.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to play.
And I think you're still impacting, through that. Okay, so now the question on the spot is, we played a couple of records from you. Right now, I want you to choose one artist that you really like, right? And pick a song for him or her. We'll play it on the radio, whatever it is.
Sure,
you can go through your phone, or if there's something on your mind.
Yeah, of course. I would say there's a band called Alt J.
Alt J.
Yeah.
As long as it's clean.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alt J. Okay.
And there's a song called Taro. Taro.
Tiara. So I gotta ask.
Taro.
Taro. Why this song?
It's mesmerizing. Their sound is mesmerizing.
Okay.
It's very dreamy. The vocals are. It's very mellow, and the sound is very. It sounds big but mellow. It's a whole ambience. It's a whole vibe.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, we can't wait to hear it. I guess this is it.
This is it. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it already. Great beginning. But see, this is how you get to know an artist, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the songs that he used to listen to. Oh, okay. Let's get mesmerized. Ooh. Okay, Al J with Taro, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be right back with our guest from the UAE, singer-songwriter Zarooni. Keep it locked, do not go anywhere. It's Pulse 95.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Pulse 95 Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest right here, Zarooni, he definitely likes this record. What's this song?
Reptilia.
Yeah.
By Strokes.
That's Strokes, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Pulse 95 Radio. We are just vibing down to our last segment. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody obviously tuning in. Big House right here. Catch a Vibe airs every Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm with Mohammed Zarooni, or Zarooni, aka Zarooni. He is an Emirati singer songwriter, and we're just getting to know him. And it's been a blessing to get to know him. Seriously, this guy is working on an album, has 11 songs written, 2 songs out. There's a piece about him. There's certain energy about him. But one of the coolest things when we talk off air is the fact that his aunt is Salma Agha, which is okay. This is crazy. I got respect. So I gotta ask you this: are you under pressure? What? Because this is like
no, man. We do different stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a different job. This is a different scene.
But does it inspire you at least, like, to know that your aunt is like, you know, mashallah, mad talent like that?
Yeah, definitely. We have a good example right there. You know,
Yeah.
someone who's in the industry for a long time.
Long
still
time.
is.
But yeah, this is crazy. So ladies and gentlemen, this is why Catch a Vibe is fantastic, because for me, I'm talking for the past 30 minutes and then he's like, yo, my aunt is Samara, you know, YouTube Samara. Like, wow. So this is incredible. And this was a record released in 1982 or so. So amazing. Shout out to her. Bless her. I gotta ask you, Zarooni, about when you talk about the dream, we speak about, okay, you leaving the workforce and just doing 100% music. Is there a plan for that? Like, is there something you have in mind?
There's no plan. I'm just doing music.
Okay.
I want to keep writing, keep playing shows or whatever gigs that I can get, spreading the music. And if something happens from there, fantastic.
See, again, he proved it. It's like he did it the first time he got into guitar, it's like that. First time he got into singing, it's like that. Now the second time he's gonna play Wembley, it's gonna be like that. I don't know.
Oh.
So like, it is interesting. It is interesting. When it comes to like fears, what scares you? What scares Zarooni?
I think I'm passionate about few things.
Okay.
And music, for example, the song or whatever I write not coming out the right way.
Okay.
So I think that is a fear that I have. And also, I'm lucky. I want to bring another point to you is when I play live, I have an amazing, band that plays with me.
Amazing.
I found them completely naturally.
Is it always the same band or they're different?
No. I literally found them out of nowhere.
Can we shout them out?
Absolutely. I want to shout out
Let's
to
shout them out.
3 people.
Let's
I
go.
want to shout out to Yenlis Contreras, the
Shout out.
master of keys.
Shout out to him.
I want to shout out to KK, the vibe on strings.
Okay.
And JJ on drums, man.
Wow,
The magic
KK
on
and
drums.
JJ. Okay, I see you guys.
They're-
Amazing.
They make me look good on stage, 100%. Super pros, picked up all my music, and we just vibe on stage, man. It's
Super cool.
amazing.
So that brings me to my next question. Live performances and of course in the UAE, which is obviously a very, very young place.
Yes.
So 2 questions here. Do you know about the UAE music scene? Are you involved in it in terms of like, do you know who's who, what is what, who's doing what, who's releasing music, who's doing only covers music, who's doing original? Are you in that discussion?
Thanks to Catch a Vibe, I know a lot now.
Oh, bless
There
you, my
go.
brother. Man, thank you so much.
But I'm very new. I'm extremely new. I'm still exploring it.
You're studying it
I'm
still.
studying it. I've collaborated and spoken to many lovely artists.
Give me a couple of names from the scene that you've spoken to.
I've spoken to Arkham.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like oh, bro. Like, that's like a heavyweight. Outcome is like a heavyweight.
Arkham, lovely guy.
Yeah.
Amazing talking to him. I've met Dina Stars.
Whoa. I love Dina Star. Yo, dude, this is like heavyweight
Yeah.
people right here. Okay.
And a couple of other artists that are there, and I see in open mics. It's funny with open mics, you see the same artists, and it's really nice bonding with them.
Amazing, man. This is such a nice kind of statement. Okay, so when we talk about music and the UAE, there's a lot of challenges, obviously, that faces the artist. Being one of them, which is, okay, I have to work, I can't depend on music. with that, what are you doing? You said a couple of times right now you're performing live. How are you able to sustain yourself? Like, where are you performing live? Where can people see you live? Do you have a residency? Are you regularly somewhere, or is it depending?
It's very, very, very scattered.
Okay.
Different open mics.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Stage Creatures.
Stage Creatures,
They're
shout
amazing.
out to them. Are they like an open mic?
They run open mics for local artists who do original music.
Stage Creatures.
Yes.
I haven't heard about them. I have heard about.
They host in different cafes.
Nice.
There's one particular one in Al Quoz called Cafe Kai.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They host these open
I'm gonna
mics.
check it out
featured
for sure.
Artists.
Do they have an Instagram page?
They do.
Shout out to them. Cool. What are they called again?
Stage Creatures.
Stage Creatures. I like that. Okay.
Really cool.
Cool.
And so I play with them. I play in different open mics you have in Jumeirah and the cafes in the afternoon.
So you're open mic right now. Like so far you're doing open mics.
I've had one show on my own. The cafe actually told me to come and do my own exclusive one when I had when I had 7 songs, not 11 yet.
Crazy.
Very new.
And you did.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
That's amazing.
The place filled up and I was like, why are they coming to see me? But okay.
So I gotta ask you this: friends and family that are close to you, what are their thoughts about Zarooni?
No, the friends. Apart from the Invisible Man, the people who have worked with me, they're quite surprised that this guy can then do something, and they've really taken it with open arms.
Amazing.
It's been a good journey so far.
That's amazing. Okay, so man, it's crazy. We're reaching the end of our show, but I want to play like an instrumental that you've sent me in a bit. But I'd love for you to grab your guitar because I know this is a special one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Zarooni with us. He is an Emirati singer songwriter based here in the UAE. He's preparing obviously an album. He's released a couple of songs from this album, Everything in Life, and also obviously this hour has 48 minutes. These are the songs that are out. But Zarooni, we've been talking about this right now for a while. This song that you're about to perform is a special one.
Yeah.
But tell me why and what's it called?
It's just it's about spending time with my kids.
Oh, bless.
I guess it would, all parents out there, or even parents, or non-parents can relate to it.
How many kids you got?
I got 2 boys.
2 boys. Oh, bless them.
Yeah.
What are the names?
Zayed and Zidane.
Wow, Zayed and Zidane. Shout out to them. Shout out to Zayed and Zidane on the radio. Your dad is on the radio right now. So cool. How old are they?
So Zidane is 6.
Okay.
And Zayed is 10.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so why is this song like special?
I think it's.
It talks about
my time spent with them and
nice.
how also I was as a kid.
What's it called?
It's called Kids Are Laughing.
Kids Are Laughing?
Kids Are Laughing.
Oh man, that's incredible. And it's a part of the album, of course, that we don't have the name yet. Maybe you guys can help him come up with the name.
Absolutely.
4215. Text me right now, and maybe we'll see if you can come up with the name. But cool, so cool. I'm gonna dim the music down. This is Zarooni right here on Catch a Vibe, Pulse 95 Radio. Take it away, my brother. All right. Zarooni on Catch a Vibe, Pulse 95 Radio.
Kids are laughing, they're back again. Makes me happy. The weekend is here. Kids are laughing, makes me sad that this moment has to end. I'm getting older, but I still have time to make my dreams come to getting better, living a lie. It's not that easy, but I'll give it a try. Woo. Kids are laughing, it's a beautiful day. Makes me happy, there's no better feeling. Kids are laughing, it's a beautiful day. At least there's something doing right.
No way.
Yeah.
That is an emotional record. It got me emotional.
That's you.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, what a way to end, obviously, the show. This is dope. This is dope. I'm just like, I'll put you on the spot right now. Can you sing this? Let's see a reaction.
Don't do this to me.
Oh, God, no, I like doing that from once in a while. But, man, this is just amazing. Seriously. I like the song.
Yeah.
A lot. It's, it got me. I have a kid. He's 13. He's autistic. His name's Ahmed. He's my hero.
Listen, bro.
And everything that you mentioned in this record and how you're saying it is the last line something along the line. But you're saying at least there's something I'm doing right. Is that what you? Oh God, this got me because I think this is really cool, Zarooni, because there's a lot of discussion on how a father loves his kids. Yeah, I think it's really obviously we all know how moms are. You know, in Islam we have mother, then father, ummak from the back. I know, but I mean there's not a lot of discussion about how fathers and sons or daughters and how we also feel an emotion. We're not only just caretakers or providers. I think this is super cool, man. I can't wait for this record to be out. Super cool, and I did not expect that from you. I didn't expect that angle. You know, like I didn't expect. So that's another thing that will hit. What are you hiding as well? Because you said towards the end.
Listen. My music has it's kept the same sound and vibe.
Yes.
But it hits. Each song hits
different
and provokes a different feeling.
I agree.
And that's what I believe my music is going to.
I agree. Last question is: are you into production yourself, or no?
I'm not into production, but during my time in the studio, I've learned how to direct and put things together. Choosing the sounds, arrangement, and so on and so forth, and how to put it together. So I'm picking that up.
Okay. Yeah. And how can people follow you? What's your social media?
So on Instagram, I'm known as Double Z, so ZZAROONI.
Nice. Definitely go check him out. Zarooni, you've sent me this record.
Yeah.
Daddy, I really like this one. In fact, in my opinion, I think
that's your son.
That's my 10-year-old.
I love this one.
Bless him. Now, what I want to do is, this is just the instrumental, correct?
This is the opening of my album.
Oh my God.
This is the intro.
Can we play the full of it?
Yes, please.
Cool. We're going to play this fully right now. But I'm super excited to get to know more about you. I'm super excited to see how your journey is. Thank you so much for making the time to come through. Any last words you'd like to say, Zarooni? Anything at all?
I mean, to all local artists over here, I mean, everyone from Dubai trying to make it, it's just believe in yourself and take that opportunity.
I think that's a great message. That's a great message. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end with this. Does this have a name?
It's called Shala.
Shala.
Short for Inshallah.
Oh, Shala. Yo. So we're going to play this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Again, these are songs that are not out yet. Shout out to Zarooni. Go follow him on social media. We'll catch you guys next week. Zarooni, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you. Peace, love, and blessing. Enjoy this. This is an artist that's speaking from his heart to the world, and he's from the UAE to the world. Zarooni, thank you so much. Catch a vibe. We'll catch you guys next week. Right now, enjoy the full version of this. We say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.